Hello viewers, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. In Australia it's Sunday. I've been out for my walk. I had a crow come and land within 2 feet of me and pretty much just stare at me. The crow wasn't scared, didn't attempt to fly off, neither was I. I just accepted that the crow was there and on this particular day, happy to really hang out with me. So that was lovely. And I did have my dogs with me as well. They were unperturbed as well. It was the most natural thing in the world to sit down with a black crow nearby. But anyway, so I wanted to look at the Nevada race because it is a linchpin state. It's one of those ones where it's the only state where a Republican incumbent is up for re-election in the Senate in a state that Hillary Clinton won in 2016. Dean Heller is very much Trump's man, and he's up against Jackie Rosen, who's representing the Democrats. She is a congresswoman, a first-term congresswoman, and the polls are showing the race to be very close. If you want to take direction from the polls, you don't have to. Polls aren't always right. Heller is, I think, sitting at nearly 50%. Rosen is nearly at, is sitting at 48 or thereabouts. So very, very close, line ball. So this Senate seat is one to watch, and that's why I wanted to have a look. Rosen has been campaigning on what the Republicans have done to the Affordable Care Act. Heller has very much been aligned with Trump and Trump's agenda. Rosen says that she will vote to repeal the tax cuts and focus more on tax cuts for middle class earners. So I think the key thing in Nevada, I'll just have a look. What do we need to know? What do we need to know about Nevada? Will Jackie Rosen win? I was just tuning in to see what I could get, slowing down my analytical mind and activating my intuition. What do we need to know about the race in Nevada? Yeah, look, I think Rosen could do quite well, even though the polls are putting them at neck and neck. But we haven't cast the cards yet, so let's just ask the question. I don't see any issues surrounding it. I think it will be a straightforward, political race, if any political race can be straightforward. Okay, let's see. Will Jackie Rosen win the state, win her race in Nevada and be the next senator there, replacing Dean Heller? Who will win in Nevada? Jackie Rosen, Dean Heller. Jackie Rosen, Dean Heller. I am getting that some people who may not have been voting Democrats before in this midterm, they may have voted differently, maybe considering going back to the Democrats. Okay, so we've got the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is expansion. and teamwork. And what came to mind before I drew this was I know that Bernie Sanders has been stumping for Jackie Rosen, and I think that he will make a difference to some of those disillusioned Democratic voters. This is grief and anxiety. I'm not sure for whom. Will it be for Heller or will it be for Rosen? Now, this card is crossing the expansion card. Yeah, okay, let's see if it becomes clearer. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is, hard work, delayed success and waiting for results. Okay, so this race is going to be very close. It could come down to a delay in counting the votes because it is so close. The results may not be known for immediately, because it isn't a linchpin state. So we have the hope card coming forward, and that is in the past position. There's a lot of hope on Jackie Rosen and the results that she might get in Nevada. This is the Two of Swords, and that is balancing various forces and compromise. This and making a decision. Okay, so this could be referring to those Democrats who may not be, maybe a bit disillusioned, coming back into the fold and saying, okay, we're going to vote blue. We're going to vote blue because, and here we've got this water behind us, we're going to vote blue in the midterms, okay? That could even be representing some independent voters as well. The Queen of Cups, again, with the blue behind and the water around. I chose this deck to read today because I understand people's hopes are pinned on the midterms. And the Queen of Cups is, resourceful, and I guess this is Rosen here. Okay, we're getting Rosen. Okay, now it's kind of coming forward because this is a resourceful woman. Okay, it's a resourceful woman, and that indeed is Rosen. This is a little bit of a worry. It could be that it could be the results in Nevada are delayed slightly because we got that card of waiting for results, but this could also be grief and anxiety for the Republicans. People are this is voters now. Okay, they're they're actually there is going to be. I guess this teamwork is making a difference to voters, this teamwork on behalf of the Democrats. So the efforts that the Democrats have put in are going to stand them in good favour there, and the hard work that they've put in. I think this reading, while I'm still worried about the grief and anxiety card, crossing this sort of hard work that the Democrats have done in the lead up, and we're getting a two of swords, which is the compromise card, but having to make a decision. There is again this water around this card, and the hope card in the past. I mean, there's some, which is a major arcana card. It's looking at this point for this reading that Rosen may be successful. I'm basing that on the Queen of Cups that has come forward, and the hard work that's gone into getting her elected to the Senate. Nevada is a key state, and seen as a linchpin in terms of the Senate. But there is that card of delayed results, okay? So we've got the Seven of Pentacles that while there's been lots of hard work put into it, there is definitely a little bit of delay and waiting for results. So At this point, this reading is coming out in favour of Rosen, but there may be a little bit of a delay in those results. And on that, I just want to say, to say about the midterms, the general statement, the Republicans have done whatever they can to try and block the blue wave. And we saw what they were like with Kavanaugh. So I do see a wave happening, and I do see hope coming. But it may be enough it may not be a huge blue wave, but it may be enough just to give the edge there so that Mueller can come forward. I don't see Trump running in 2020. I'll do a reading on that in future days. But I just want to, people are so downcast at the moment and distressed, and rightly so. Take a deep breath. There is a wave of coming for the Democrats. I also don't underestimate what the Republicans are doing either. And I do see some delayed results as well. So just bearing that in mind, these are very close races, and the Republicans have engineered things in their favour. However, I do feel that this will give enough of an edge to the Democrats to allow Mueller to come forward, and I do not see Trump standing in 2020. Now, on to viewers' questions to finish this reading up. One of the viewers wanted to know if the independent vote would count. So those swinging voters that may have been there in 2016, voted Democrat in the past, turn their vote to Republican. What's going on with them? Are they sufficiently disenfranchised from Trump to swing their vote back to the Democrats? Let's just see. Okay, will the independent voters move toward the Democrats in the midterms? Okay, I'm getting like a trumpet, and they're sick of Trump and his megaphone, if you like. They're sick of this chaos, and it may well be women. The independent women vote may come back to the Democrats. Let's just. I always get that line for Trump out of the Nostradamus predictions, the audacious baller. And that kind of sums up that image that I got, this megaphone, this trumpet, the people are tired of it. They're really tired of it. Okay, so will the independent voter swing back to the Democrats in the midterm? Independent voter swing back to Democrats in the midterms. Independent voter swing back to Democrats in the midterms. Okay. Yeah, they may well be filling in the gaps. That was the other image I got. Okay, battles. This battle card, this five of wands. The obstacles and the challenges. It's seeming to say what the images in my third eye were bringing forward, or spirit was bringing forward. That people are getting a bit tired. Yeah, they're getting a bit tired of this. Of Donald Trump, and they're getting a bit tired of the chaos, because this is the card, the Five of Pentacles, of being left out in the cold, and this is worry, and also there's some concern. Okay, there's some concern about financial loss amongst these independent voters. Are they in states where the tariffs are starting to bite? Are they worried about the stock market? Okay, so yeah. Okay, these independent voters will come forward for a more stable future. And the Emperor, again, is the benign, the respected father figure, the strategic planner. They're wanting more of that from their government. Okay, they're not wanting this knee-jerk reactions and this ill thought out policies. Something is affecting these independent voters. and I'm guessing it might be it's the tariffs and the stock market, okay? So this is the Nine of Pentacles and self-rule. Some of these independent voters may very well be, are they farmers or are they small business people relying on trade? That could be what that card is indicating. The King of Swords, this is the leader. They're not happy with their leadership, and they're looking for more diplomacy. I guess they're looking for more diplomacy. Someone who handles the truth a little bit better than what Donald Trump does, and they're looking overseas. Again, this is about the trade. All right, so. My question was, will these independent voters impact on the midterms? This is the Two of Wands. This is having to make choices, and this is waiting for results and casting our gaze. I mean, it's also can be about travel and overseas interests. These independent voters are worried about the tariffs. That's what that is telling me. Not sure it's implicating a worry about Russia at this point in time. It's because we've got these sort of cards coming forward. So it is to do with policy or lack of it, and some of Trump's decisions which are now starting to bite them. There was another group of independent voters who are tired of the chaos and tired of the sound of Donald Trump. They're tired. They're tired of the unsettled conditions and they want change. And they're worried about their finances, okay? So that's the reading regarding Nevada and independent voters, how they might impact on the midterms. I think Nevada is a state to watch in terms of such a close race and such a key state for the Senate. In previous readings, I haven't seen that the Democrats will take the Senate, but I have seen good results for the House, and I do feel the Republican. I guess attempts to engineer things in their favour aside, putting that aside because it can't be underestimated, I do see that the midterms will give the Democrats enough of an edge to gain some momentum in the lead up to 2020, which will allow a more accountable environment. So I see some power being taken away from the Republicans. It may not be a massive blue wave that is being expected. It will be a wave, and there will be good results for the Democrats, particularly in the House. But the most important thing that the midterms will do, it will increase the accountability of the Republicans. It will take some of their power away, which in turn will take some of Donald Trump's power away. So I'll do another reading closer. We're getting very close now. You're already voting, and I will have a look at how the Republicans might spin any losses so that people are a little bit more prepared for this rhetoric that's going to be coming out around the midterms from the Republicans. But there's this wonderful energy around the Democrats, this wonderful, wanting more truth and sanity in their governments. So that's my reading for today, viewers. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you, everyone, for the donations you've brought forward. Thank you for your comments. I am reading and acknowledging them all. I'm keeping away the trolls and for everyone's sanity and creating a nurturing environment here. Sometimes my readings may unsettle, and and I'm sorry for that. That is the nature of these kind of divination tools. But I'm mindful of the responsibility also that I have. So I just want to take some time to put my condolences forward to the Jewish community, and yeah, again, uh, we're here as a community united against fascists and against that nationalistic type of government that excludes and encourages racism and bigotry. We're standing against that. All right, viewers. I hope you have a lovely weekend. That's Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot.